Well, as the Mandela family feud rages on, Mandla Mandela has labeled his aunt Makaziwe an opportunist. That's after she accused him of using his grandfather Nelson Mandela's name for financial gain. All the saga has done is to tarnish the Mandela name. So what will it take for the family to restore its image? Dr. Nokuzola Mndende from the Icamagu Institute joins me on the line now from Dukwa in the Eastern Cape. Good morning, Dr. Mndende, and thank you very much for your time. Well, this Mandela is now to be causing all sorts of issues in the Eastern Cape, especially around the Abatembu royal family. We hear now the king of Abatembu, King Dalindyebo, also saying he's going to be removing Mandela. Just from a cultural perspective, is this something that's going to be easily resolved?
This is going to be very difficult because from the very word go, it was not done the proper way. So it is the duty of the Mandela clan family first to resolve this and then to the broader Abatembu kingdom. But what is at stake here is the problem in the family of the Mandela, because Inkosi Mandla cannot claim to have the absolute right to Makato's legacy. And also the problem, Ndileka is the biological daughter of Thembekile, that is one of Matiba's sons. So for Inkosi Mandla to think that he can exhume the bones of Thembekile without consulting the biological daughter to Thembekile, this is going to take a long time to heal. So it cannot just be resolved easily.
But from your perspective, isn't it very interesting that the original exhumation, so to speak, happened way back, and their bodies were taken from Tata first, and then they were taken to Kunu, and then were taken to Mvezo. Now they are back at Kunu. Shouldn't have the elders of the Mandela family resolve this long ago? In particular, if Makaziwe is the elder surviving daughter of President Mandela with his first wife, Evelyn, shouldn't she have consulted the elders long ago about this, rather than wait now when all of us in the country are so worried and concerned about Tata Madiba's health?
You know, the problem is that even within the Mandela family, we are receiving contradicting statements. Because even Inkosi Mandla said, my aunt Makaziwe told me to exhume these bones and hide them in a secret place, but I've decided not to do that. I've decided to take them to Mvezo temporarily. You understand? So we don't know really, as outsiders, what happened from 2011 up to now. But it seems there were no decisions taken. There was no peace. I think one was pulling his or her own way.
We know that in many parts of Africa, in terms of traditions and customs and culture, when you've buried somebody, you're supposed to have put them at their final resting place, and you're supposed to respect the fact that their bones are lying there. Moving them up and down is said to cause all kinds of problems for the family. Mandela family seems to have caused itself a lot of issues here. How can they resolve that?
That is why I said earlier in the previous discussions that bones, human bones, are not like furniture where you can take them whenever you want. And secondly, bones in our tradition, we say, also we refer to ancestors as bones that are sleeping peacefully. They must not be disturbed unless you are taking them home. But those bones were already at home. That means even the initial thinking had some problems. And we must bear in mind that Tata Mandela is a world icon. And he said, that's what we were told, that he wanted to be buried next to his children. So to take them to Mvezo, so that means he would be buried there, and the people will be visiting his graves for money and so on and so on, like what is happening to other international figures. So this was not for spirituality, this was for monetary gains. Then that is the problem. But what they have already done has already angered the ancestors. So what they must do, they must perform a ritual to appease the ancestors if they want to have peace in their family. Otherwise, at this stage, we may not know why, if Dada is in that terrible situation that we all sympathize with. That is why I also suggested, I advised that they must go to Dada and say, Dada, we have taken the bones back to Kunu, then he will be buried in Kunu. I'm sure Dada is either he will go peacefully or he will be recovered. He will be okay. But they must tell Dada what they have done.
Thank you very much. That's Dr. Nokuzola Mndende from Icamagu Institute in the Eastern Cape.
News that moves. eNCA.com.